But
the loudest person in the room is not necessarily the smartest.
Back off, man.
No, man, you back off. You little kid. Who are you to be telling people to back off?
I have a question for.
You can't let people explain, Akaros. No, you can't even explain your own explaining.
I
You
read
can't
it.
even tell the difference between policies. No, let Akara tell the difference between policies, laws, rules, and implementation. He doesn't even know. He just sitting down to say, we the thieves in the house, we are the only one who make laws to empower ourselves. You know, a thief like you who got
you put the heaven. Some people think, oh, the folks stealing money. But even if I see the money, I get it like brand for that good thing. Because Ali, I see that carrying it in Europe. Some point in the country, all government are in eligible interest. That's the money. But we tell no money, the small will get will go to our people there, go pay for the soon invest. I can't pay how in one country invest. So I'm going to tell the money I carry to Ghana, correct? No. But one country get it on a me, I will take it from you, Gary. No. And I'll leave it here. Yes. The day God take me, I will carry her with me. No. Our grandchildren will kind of see the ones there, but what kind of looking for? They go book power on there. So these are the things we'll be doing. I just want to say thank you to.
You see the opposition say what?
He is asking you why opposition attacking you. You are the same Prince Johnson from Madam Salif government that they work with. Why are they attacking you now?
Yeah. Oh, because I'm not in the camp. If I join them now, they will stop. Because I support Joshua, who the opposition doesn't want. And you can see, for example, you know, every bad thing right now is coming from Cummings. Cummings came to my house here, encouraging me to join him. I told Cummings, I cannot support you because during the 2017 election, though I was not invited for the debate. You were there. They asked you, you are gay. Are you a gay? No, I'm not a gay. I'm struggling with that, but I support gay rights. That means you are a gay. And I do not want this Christian nation or secular country dominated by Christians to have gay as a president to support our children. I'm not in support of you. When he left from here, the next time I look on the Facebook, it was my name on my listing. And when I call you this afternoon, I told you in my whole life, I have never been appointed to hear any entity with budgetary allocation. In the army, I was a common soldier. In the Senate, we got our check and whatever we are due by law. So they put money on my list to come and support for where. So they encouraged me and I can't agree. And that's what they did. But that even strengthened me more to support where. I don't care what happened.
Your second question, Kev.
Yeah, I want you to expand on what you just said about Cummings coming to you and asking you for support, because they criticize you as a warlord. They call your name. I want you to expand. I want you to go into it. And when Cummings asks you for support, and can you give us more explanation on that?
Well, that's his business. He always said, I'm a warlord. And definitely, I am not a warlord. I'm not a warlord. I'm a freedom fighter because my people were attacked by a repressive and suppressive, diabolical and tyrannical regime. Slaughtering my people I had to defend. I'm not a warlord. That's why I wrote the book, The Guns That Liberate Should Not Rule, meaning I prefer democracy. I'm not a warlord. I didn't come here bulldozing my way with machine gun to seize power. And you people got to be like the CEO was saying, you journalists or the panelists have to really be straightforward in dealing with issues of national concern. Like in America, people attack Syria, okay? And they organize a rebel group. But they call that rebel group is Free Syrian Army. Eh? The Free Syrian Army, that's a rebel group that attack the legitimate constitutional authority. You don't say anything about it.
Yeah, I just want you to go into. I just want you to go.
Kev, you careful. We'll come back to you because you know we are moving on time. Kev, we'll come back to you real quick. I beg you. Mo Ali, go ahead with your two questions, please. Can you unmute Mo? You are muted. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you to Senator Johnson. Firstly, I'd like to state a few things. Number one, Senator Johnson, when Honorable Ure asked you if he ever did to be running mate to him in 2017, by then Honorable Swakoko Dennis was not a member of the ALP. She joined, I think, about a year or so ago. So I'm not sure she will be. Yeah, okay. So because you stated that she might be angry because of that.
No, she was not.
Honorable Johnson, also, you know, we are, yeah. Yeah, so I'm not sure she's going to be angry at something that happened back then. But I wanted to
answer more, and give him a chance. Let him answer, please.
You know,
we are seeing that she was now with Ure. Now she with Ure. And Ure and I always having tussle. We are different. They send people to me for support. She want me to support this boyka. They send to me all the time, and I disagree. So where Ure is, there where this woman is. So Ure is supporting boyka, I mean she's supporting boyka. I'm supporting Mr. Weir. So you see the political differences. So that's what they're doing, trying to break my image down, which is impossible. I'm very strong here. In my country, I'm very, very strong. And when I appeal to my people to support we're going to elect this coming election.
Your second question, Mo.
Yeah, any more question?
Yes. Hold on,
it wasn't a question. It wasn't a question. It was just a point. Senator Johnson, nobody doubt your popularity in NIMBA. But again, I wanted to come to this point. We have gone past the war and we have always been talking about reconciliation. But Senator, some of the languages that come from you when you speak does not portray a leader who wants reconciliation. When you keep referring to, I came to liberate my people from a tyrannical regime, I was a freedom fighter. Senator, it is clear that while you were fighting during those 9 months, There were lives that were taken that had nothing to do with
your question, listen to me. Your question is in place. I agree with you 100%. Reconciliation, we need to let it go. But when you continue to call me murderer, I'm a...
I've never lied to you before. I will always fight for you. But guess what? Loyalty is not permanent. Loyalty must be honest. When people that are loyal to you, Mr. President, their loyalty is not honest, they will walk away. I'm saying it to you. I think you've heard that before. I'll say it again, Mr. President. Loyalty is not permanent. Loyalty must be honest. If people that are loyal to you, Mr. President, are not cared for by you, Mr. President, they will walk away. I give an example. Let people say what they want to say. I have been keeping, you brought me to this big town politics. I've been keeping district number 7 for you. You, Mr. President, you cannot show us what you gave to district number 7. But I'm still keeping the people for you. Hoping that you will take a 12 years time so you can finish what you started. Mr. President, stop dining with the devil. Take it very serious. We need something that we have to work on called the Sovereign Wealth Fund. Mr. President, let your finance minister explain to you what Sovereign Wealth Fund is. We need to go to it. Our country is rich. Some of your wise men have not been speaking to you positively. So you need to leave some of those wise men, and come to some of the people like me who can talk nonsense. I talk my nonsense, you take the sense out of it, you throw the non outside. You told me before, my grandma said, when someone is talking and talking nonsense, listen to them, take the non and throw it away, use the sense for a forward march. Some of us need to meet you on a weekly basis. You and I started life way back. Today we are. And God has put us to lead Liberia and not to rule Liberia. Some of your wise men have turned into rulers and not leaders. And most, if not all, of your wise men you are having in cabinet, they are mean to the Liberian people. Very stingy. Very, very mean. What I'm saying here today, I want someone to counter me. Even you, Mr. President, tell me, say, Salmon George, you lie. These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yea, the 7th is an abomination. I'm not a liar, I will never lie to you. We need, the CDC needs a come to Jesus meeting. To the Liberian people, my people, we beg you, we hold your feet. I'm begging you. I do not remember a time I have lied to the Liberian people. These people want to get rid of George Manewia because they see to it that he will surely win the next election. I'm begging you people to talk to your children, not to be jumping in the streets. Yesterday, Sunday, between 11 and 12 o'clock, a group of motorcyclists with backers behind them, over 30 motorcyclists were carrying machetes. Doing what? Can't you see that the entire country is becoming lawless? And young people are putting roadblocks up country. They are speaking to us, you're listening to us, but we refuse to listen to them. So they will go wayward. Our people are speaking to us, we need to listen to them. Mr. President, I'm appealing to you. You are somebody who, when you give your ears, you give them. Please begin to listen to us. Liberian people, I beg you, don't let anybody fool you to say, Yomo, jump on your way back to overthrow him or to fight him. We're not saying it's impossible, but we're saying we should not never let it happen again. That Grady Allison thing that they did there, it will not happen. These people that are talking now, that I said, that I did, where were they when Darius Delon made all the insinuation about the president? Just these few days, the Lofa County senator held a press conference, and then he made all type of remarks. that are on security, that are destabilizing to the security. Why these two TVs, Liberia Satanic Council of Churches and Spoon TV, why they never spoke? I'm appealing to the Liberian people to please have a calm mind, have understanding to know that we must give George Manewia a chance to finish what he has started. If you are angry with George Weah, take a drive to Lofa County and see what he is doing. Take a drive to Nimba County and see what he is doing. These are the two hardest counties that we do not win easily. In fact, Lofa County, we lost it. But I'm telling you, don't tell me George Weah is my son or is my friend or my brother. He's doing very fine. What George Weah is doing right now, the 23 or 24 president before him, you put all their works in one bag. He outweighs them what he's doing in these 5 years.
Yes. So my benefits are illegal. Are my benefits illegal? What I'm supposed to receive that is documented, is it illegal? Let me tell you people something. Whether Spoon wants to run, he's looking for a district to run or a county to run. I'm inviting him, or the 4 of them over there, or the 5 of them who spoke ill of me. Those who never spoke ill of me, I'm not speaking to you. When I misuse any word here, I'm speaking to those who spoke ill of me.
Yeah, take your time.
Yes. If you want to come and run, I'm inviting you. Come, we'll find a partner here for you. You will come and rent it. You sit there and you can't run against me. But don't lie on me. Don't misuse words on me. English 101 reading comprehension is the topic. I said I want my benefit. This government is owing us. But guess what? I don't even want to go there. There are ministers here, they have cleared their gasoline already for July. If you don't be careful, August, we are still being owed 4 months. Then you say, I shouldn't ask for my benefit. Where is the kickback I'm asking for? Let me tell you something.
Honorable George, somebody said, we know Honorable George, he doesn't mince his words. So since you're in the public space, everything you say now, they don't want gossip. Who are those people, ministers, according?
In my own country, they trying to track me down. For what?
What kind of problem is here? What kind of problem is here? What kind of problem is here in the country? What kind of problem is here in the country? Oh God. Georgie, I beg you, I tell God to beg you, Georgie, I beg you. I beg you, Georgie, I beg you, I hold your 2 photos, come to comedy.
Rastafari.
Georgie, don't do comedy, I beg you. I won't catch your phone around comedy business, I won't catch your phone there. Because the day I see one of your videos, also I will get serious problem with you. Georgie, how you can be here? How you supposed to be here? You came in the country and you say, oh, I want to be footballer. You get all the title, one at Libya. Hey, Georgie, nobody got problem with you. Okay, you come by like bro, you say, oh, you want to be senator. Who give it to you, get that one free. Nobody embarrass you, nobody call up behind you. Nobody call up behind you. But Georgie, you left on down there, you can't, you say, oh, my people let me hear, oh, I get a country, I'm born African, born Liberia, you give me presidency. When no argument who gave you presidency, who gave it to you free. Who gave you presidency? Man, Georgie, you join every Jesus leg, you don't do music. Hey, you join, Jerry don't let her do music. What did my boy in your mama carry the year? What did your mama carry? You join a minute of do music, Georgie. But I swear to mama, I swear. If I catch you doing comedy, Georgie, you'll get power. What's that?
So what? You keep lying.
They lay corona money like
CDC must run in American days. We are convinced. The line is not much. He wants to go to political when we are here. I tell the long days. I'm Mobake Molu. Chairman of the Coalition for Democratic Change. On December 8th, one of us will leave his position. I will defeat the law. The law, if I don't defeat you, let me resign as chairman of the CDC on December 8th. You will be retired. I, by hundreds of thousands of seditions, will retire you peacefully. Yes. Amen. You'll be retired. You'll be freed. It will be fair. It will be democratic. You will not survive politically.
You're in surviving forever oxygen.
Yeah. You can't make it. The party is too strong. The law is like an ant under the gigantic boots of sedition. You will be smashed. You can't survive. It's at number 10 to 1. You'll be politically crucified. Because I trust seditions. I know what they can do when they are ready. And they are ready for you. So no violence will deter us. No violence will distract us from the right course of election victory. We will get registered to vote. We will campaign when the time comes. And we will beat you strategically. We'll lay your political ballot down. It will be cool on December 8th. I promise you that.
There's no white chicken sitting in our legislature for someone to come and say that I'm a white chicken, I'm a rooster here. You know, we gotta be real. You receive money to spend on the people, you gotta spend the money. And I want to be direct. Senator Dillon should spend the money on the people when he receive it. He made a commitment of $5,000 every month to Montserrat County. He received nothing less than $60,000 United dollars. And $45,000 now for a vehicle. Nobody should kind of mislead the general public. We got to be real. The essence of that is to crisscross the county. The records must be visible. Timolene, Ben, or Doc, you will support the candidates. Or Democratic citizens will vote for a candidate and publicly disagree with that candidate is the candidate default on the commitments being made. It's very wrong. The country we're all running, I will say to you, there's no white chicken sitting in our legislature for someone to come and say that I'm a white chicken, I'm a rooster here. You know, we gotta be real. You receive money to spend on the people, you gotta spend the money.
Welcome to the TV. And the vote that coming, the next vote, I have to be careful. Especially me, I will vote trying for people. Black guy, I will vote for black guy for the country to be set. The vote.
They didn't pay attention to him. He blamed himself. Maybe for my action. Yeah, it costs for me to repeat what I achieved over there. I'm going to do it. I got no fear, I got no regret because this thing is long overdue. Why will our chair let the best Nigerian life and staffers at the legislature continue to suffer? We are agitating for our child's benefit. 72 months.
You spoke to Alex and you told us that you were going to talk to us today. And the day
we agreed to the meeting today when they decided to intimidate us by saying the personal staffers should not go in the meeting. They are going to deal with the same kind of staffers. And the meeting was being joined. Even their staffers, senators that they not return. What happened to the money that they work for? Those money should resettle them. So as I speak, I don't value anything called life now.
Jasper, how long are you going to stay here?
As long as our chair will not speak to the issue of our money, I will remain here up to tomorrow.
I'm told you were called to a meeting today.
Our chair has strongly led the meeting. He has strongly led the meeting by saying the meeting will not be for Senator Starbucks, Ude and Central Nutrition Starbucks. So I want my life to lead on our chair for our church benefit of the Liberia Senate. Josh, how long are you going to be here? As long as Abacha will not speak to my money, so the issue of our money, I will remain here. Up to tomorrow, up to the annual matches. So we call you and we are being the father of this country to intervene about the issue of our Liberia company that have been taken from us over the years illegally. You are the leader here. If you are doing this, what's the message you send? Is it that you are being radicalized by a cheap pumper? It demonstrates leadership. It demonstrates activating. It demonstrates that the leader, if I being the leader and the spokesperson of the Liberia Senate, can lie down on our checker, meaning we are tired. We have made all necessary offensive effort so that the leadership of the Liberia Senate can address our issue. They have the knowledge that they're owing us. Yesterday, the Liberia Senate plenary mandated the program to have a meeting today. We have come to strangle the meeting. So I will take the lead to sacrifice my life so that the Stavo and the Liberia Senate can survive. How much are we talking about, Mr. How much are you talking about? 17 good months of our Liberia component. In cents and dollars, how much? You're talking close to 1 million annually. Because the Liberia component was not 1 million annually. How long? Since 2019, fiscal budget year from 2019 to that 2020 fiscal year to 2021. After the passage of the budget, there was an act, the act that accomplished the harmonization. We were being told by the vice president that the legislature will never harmonize. We are being told by the director of harmonization and that of CSA that the legislature will not harmonize. Monday meeting, the president was brave to contradict himself as saying it was the former minister that cut up the 1 million annually for senators' salary, Liberia salary, and the staff's salary. Mr. Rawa.
Can I ask my question real quick?
Of course, of course.
Thank you very much, because you kept talking about you moderating tonight. And I think Musa was off with his math. And I just figured out that probably he didn't do calculus in school. When he said it has 70, the leadership was 70, but he counted and he missed the math, 24, something, 11. But it's okay, Musa. I mean, you can miss the math, but you will not miss your money because you're one of Liberia wealthy person. So let's get to the question about this thing. Let's get to this thing. My question, I'm kind of confused, Chairman, and a lot of people confused. Is there still a Liberty Party to reckon with?
Damn, man, come on. I'm not going to answer that question. That question is provocative and unacceptable.
No, it's not. It's not.
Then, can I ask me that question? Because you know that there's a Liberty Party, and you cannot ask me whether there is still.
I will ask you the question because a lot of people are concerned.
If there was no Liberty Party, I would not be sitting down here. And you know that.
That's what people are trying to figure out. Why are you and the political leader? No, listen now, Chairman. Why are you and the political leader? Why are you and the political leader can get along? You are the two adults in the room when it comes to Liberty Party. I'm hearing you saying that she travel. Listen, I got to ask you my question. Let me answer the question now. No, let me learn, Chairman. Let me learn.
What was it like? What was the last thing you people ever talked about before or demise?
The very first thing there is that the last time I talked to my wife was on the scene Thursday, the 1st of October. I called my wife 1 minute after 8 to check on the children, and she said they were okay. And she told me.
You live in different places?
Yes, because of the distance, I live all the way, we built our house all the way behind Motor Corner. So the distance there, she's the only person now sustaining the family.
Wow.
So with a new promotion as a manager for tax services, so she have to be punctual on the job. So there was an agreement that my wife would spend the time in West Point over the weekend. But Friday, she take the kids
back to you to
Broadville, spend the weekend.
You live in Broadville?
Yeah, I live in Broadville.
Okay.
So usually I call my wife in the morning to find out how she coming on. So she told me she was doing good, the children were doing good. Friday, 1 minute after 8. Then she told me that, I'm getting ready now to go to work. But there was an arrangement between my wife and her dad that the dad was to use her Jeep by 11 a.m. on Thursday. On Thursday, the 1st of October. So my wife left the house by Sunday at 8:30 to go to work. So the dad started calling But it's seen 11 p.m. the arrangement between my wife and her dad
On the Thursday.
on the Thursday to use the jeep to go to Magibi. They called that phone earnestly. There was no response. And you know, whenever my wife, when she's in a meeting, when you call, she either on the low tone, she will say, okay, I will call you back, or she sent a text message. So that was that strange to the family. So I received a call from my sister-in-law about 7 p.m. She said, oh, but we have been calling your wife since this morning. There have been no response. So immediately, I
told you that people were following me and they threatened to kill me. Since that time, it has continued every day. There are two cars. One is black and one is gray. Those cars follow me every day. Fortunately for me, I don't go out in the night because I ain't got nothing to do in the night. Especially yesterday. Yesterday, I went to visit my daughter. I saw the two cars.
My friend, brother, how you doing?
Alhamdulillah, AB, life is good, man. Life is good, Alhamdulillah. We thank God. I'm doing great.
What is the topic this morning?
The topic this morning actually is a special edition of what is on your mind for Thursday instead of Friday. And the reason for that is we are expecting President George Manuel Weah, Republic of Liberia, to deliver his UNG8 General Assembly address between 10:45 a.m. Eastern Time to before 12 o'clock today. And because of our show time, we will not be able to provide you any analysis by that time. So we thought it wise to flip our schedule, where we usually do our What's on Your Mind on Fridays, and to do the What's on Your Mind today, Thursday. So that is the rationale behind our flipping. So AB, this is a special appeal to you if we can open the line earlier today so folks can utilize their What's on Your Mind today like they usually do on Fridays, so that we all can just interactively get it going and call it a day. So far so good. Again, the topic is what is on your mind. General, anything on your mind. You can just call in this morning and just drop it on us and our audience. Back to you.
For me, this is very, very interesting. This is this show is very, very interesting. That today is what is on your mind. For God in heaven's sake, a kobo seller to go make her protocol officer. A kobo seller. That is, the girl never went through any training. Finabono. You see the girl dress code, they like, can let's go. The girl hair looking on her hair, pick hair. Finabono. She is not dressed properly. The girl is not, she does not know anything about protocol. That is the girl that the president carried. The president appointed her to be his protocol officer. The thing that Finabono doing to that president, you're taking it for a joke. It's not anything jovial anymore. You're taking that for a joke. It's not anything to play with anymore. Because the girl is looking ready. The girl is looking on decent. She is going to New York. Look at how Finabono dress. Look how Finabono dress code. You look at Finabono dress code.
Your local finabono dress code. And then somebody telling me that this, we know that Louis Vuitton bag, that backpack that she had, it was bunch of money in it. You don't need to tell me. I know it. It was bunch of money that was in it. But for God in heaven's sake, people will dress decently. They get her lock to the Louis Vuitton bag. You guys are saying it. That showed that there was money in it. But you know, I wanted to show you guys something for you guys to see. I wanted to show you guys something for you guys to see. I wanted to show you guys something for you guys to be able to see. For you guys to be able to see. You seen the president? Let me take the picture off. Let me put other pictures that I am talking about. Let me bring that other picture that I'm talking about. Very good. You see the president sitting here. You see Zanga sitting here. You see this man, the complete sitting capacity of Liberia. There was 6 people. The first row is 3, and the second row is 3. But this is out of order. Their sitting arrangement is out of order. Zenga, you see this guy that behind Zenga. Now let me show you guys another pictures. Let me show you guys another pictures so you guys can be able to see what I'm talking about. So you guys can be able to see what I am talking about. Oh yes. So you guys can be able to see what I'm talking about. What that picture is. What that picture is. Very good. I think this is it. So this is the same pictures. This is the same pictures. I think this is the same pictures. Very good. You see, somebody have to come. Somebody have to come to tell the president that the city arrangement that it was not properly done. Somebody have to come to tell the president that the city arrangement was not properly done. Now you see the guy that was behind Zara here, the guy is no more. Now for you guys to know that, let me bring out another picture so you guys can see. So you guys can see what I'm talking about. So you guys can see what I'm talking about. This guy that's sitting behind Zanga here, you will see that this guy will disappear. The city arrangement was not, it was completely out of order. And I am here to correct that this morning before we go to the line. Yeah. When you put bunch of people who does not know nothing, this is what happens. This is what happens. You put people in power that does not understand protocol. You put people in power that does not understand nothing, that does not understand anything, that does not understand nothing, that does not understand nothing. Yeah. The sitting capacity was completely out of order, and they know that. They know that. My friend and brother, let me go to you.
Excuse me. Maybe my little computer knowledge, in Liberia, after high school, I went to small computer school. I call it small because it was just basic Microsoft other programs to be able to operate a computer correctly. And one thing my computer teachers told me, almost all of them, is in computer operation and auto management is garbage in, garbage out. So in diplomacy also, it is the same standard, garbage in, garbage out. What do I mean by that? Whatever you put into computer, whatever you tell the computer to do, it is not the computer that making that mistake if it goes wrong. It is you that put it in there. So on the basis of diplomacy, the government foreign policy has been shut down since George Weah came to power. Sometimes we say some people get offended, but because the reason they get offended, AB, is because the truth can hurt. Who told you somebody can't come from Grand Cru or Lofa County, Popara home where I come from, or can't come from the Kobo in the coal shop and become president, or maybe become chief of protocol for the executive mansion, or become foreign minister? It can happen, but it should not happen the way it is happening. Okay, when you got prepared people for the job and they came from Cruton and they came from Popara, Lofa County, Kolahon, this is where I come from, that is not a problem. For example, first time in the history of America to make a black man president from Chicago South Side, it was not just about black men becoming president, it was about a trained, competent, prepared black man. That's why the American people voted Obama as a president. And not just about, like, you can just say any black man made him president for the country. This was an extraordinary black man. When I listen to people, they talk, black people, yeah, that's true. But let me tell you something. According to 2020 census, American census, the black population increased by 1 to 2%, so that 14% now. That number cannot make anybody president in this country. So majority of the white people voted for Obama because this other black man was a different black man. Another history just occurred. Few months ago. For the first time in America's history, for the first black woman, well-educated, trained, ethically upright black woman to be appointed on the Supreme Court bench of the United States of America. Even as we await the president address to the United Nations General Assembly, when I came on the last time when AB was on vacation, majority of the jobs in America and the world over, work experience matter a lot. How can the president be president for 5 years? George Weah and his corps of officers, his government officials, still do not have experience. They do not have job experience. This is a fight. Evident by what they get displayed in New York. According to records, as on the executive mansion website, Republic of Liberia, this is George Weah's 5th address to the United Nations. 5th. And this is a 77 setting of UNG8. For God in heaven's sake. You've been to this place here 5 times already. You still don't have any experience. Man with baby brain, we made a man president. And when we talk, they get angry. I stayed on my job for 5 years, AB. I still do not have any experience about that job. This is what it is. There is no president. Before Joe Biden spoke yesterday, the media already had the transcript of Joe Biden's speech. I work at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs as a civil servant. Low man, way down there. Not nobody. Just civil servant, my brother. There's something we call talking point. The executive mansion website they posted, the president will be speaking on pertinent global issues, my brother. That's not the language. That is not the language. At least people from outside the Ministry of Foreign Affairs are the one preparing just real speeches to come to United Nations because they do not even use the diplomatic jargon. That's the first thing. As a former employee of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, they do not even use diplomatic jargons. They don't use it. The people are so hateful. They are so angry. Even the letter, the response from George Weah to Alexander B. Cummings, no national issue address. It's just about fighting back. When you're president, you're supposed to be different from Mr. President. You are the president for all. But AB, even at this point, where we await the president's address.
Why you await the president your president address? Because
no. Give me a break, please. Give me a break. I do not expect anything tangible, anything beneficial to the Liberian people as a result of the speech that Judge we are going to deliver today.
Now you're speaking.
Because the fundamental reason there is just simple. They represented Liberia's permanent office at the UN.
Why?
You know, many people just feel we just ordinary member. We are not ordinary member. We are founding members of the United Nations. So Liberia not small potato, regardless of who we got today. We got baby president, baby brain president. That office has been open for over 2 years with nobody there. No other Liberian competent inside the CDC, outside the CDC, for the interest of our country. Nobody competent, no Liberian competent.
Good morning.
But George Weah to her appointed to be seated at that office to do what's supposed to be done.
The address is in a book.
Regrettably, another person in line, diplomatically,
in the book,
that should have done the preparation to even receive the president.
Obsessed.
Liberia's ambassador to the United States in Washington, D.C.,
Yeah.
George Patton. George Weah fired a man before this conference.
Yeah. Okay.
Moreover, there was no advanced thing at the level of Minister of Foreign Affairs. This is the first. Let me tell you something. George Weah, not only that he's not a traditional president, he's out of order. There is no United Nations General Assembly that where governments around the globe will not have advanced thing coming in before the president arrives from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs or from Department of Foreign Affairs, whatever you call it.
Okay. That is to tell you how incompetent these guys are.
So you see, you will not get anything. We will not get anything good out of this man's address today. How can you inflate yourself diplomatically? How can you do that? No advanced thing from the Minister of... When I was working in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, if it just a lot of time, you know, money captain will have 1 month to that General Assembly or more.
Oh, okay.
The government that we call that under operator under less than 100 million, they will have the advanced team dispatch. The president decided not to come to America for political reason. Charles Taylor. Okay, Money Captain will come in. In fact, Money Captain was the man that doing all the foreign policy analysis and representations on behalf of Liberia, even though by law the president of the Republic of Liberia still remains foreign policy architect.
Okay.
But the implementer is the Minister of Foreign Affairs. How can you have somebody who got a rape issue on them? You made that person foreign minister.
Oh, okay.
This man, woman was granted personal non grata
Oh.
to leave the UN to go back to Liberia. That man still enjoy our taxpayer money. Maswe Kemaya.
And
This is a relationship, my people. Anything that will benefit our country, anything that will benefit our country, I think we need to put our personal emotions one side, our personal relationship with folks, our, the way we think in our small corner. How you going to have silent meetings? You think this thing happen as an event?
Okay.
When I listen to folks on Spoon Talk, I think Ben make a salient point. When I listen to Stanton and the other Judge Weir loyalists, blind loyalists, Kefasan, that the four ladies supposed to sit down in that chair that they marked for president, I just laugh and feel sorry for the people in Liberia. This is not now woman and man business here. This is country representative, legally elected person. They ain't go get a seat to woman to sit down there. Ain't that disrespect to women? She should not even be over there. She should be on the sideline discussing other issues with other African women or other world women.
Let's go to the phone line and be able to take most of our callers. If you are listening to us, we are coming to you live from the state of Minnesota. We are here discussing what is on your mind this morning. You keep your call coming out on 215-804-8124 or 267-938-2801. That is the number to call. Or you can better call on our WhatsApp number on 215-266-6509. Once more, 215-266-6509. Or you can better call on 215-824-8124. Or you can better call on 267-938-2801. That is the number to call for you to be part of the Magnificent Abraka Talk Show this morning. Look what spade is spade. President Weir is doing guessing thing. This your president for a country is doing guessing thing. Kalasco passing around, taking pictures. Who did not hear me? Because he know how to dress. He know how to. I'll take our first caller. God, what is the name and where are you calling out from?
Mr. Kamara, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Donald.
Good morning.
Gentlemen, let me tell you something. Kim Hassan got no interest in Liberia. Today, when war break out, they say Liberians can't go home. Kim Hassan will be going to prison. He got no interest. When you sit down and be talking nonsense, the whole Joia went working hard for her, the woman doing all these things. But this is the vice president who wife got budget. The current power never had no budget. Nestor don't never had no budget. Fatma wife never had no budget. It's only Joia why they put in the budget. And let me tell you, German, Jamaican, the day Joia be office, that woman will leave me right on the sidewalk and she's gone. She's gone. So let's keep our finance. You say that over there with his stupid self, only educated man, talking about the woman got too much interest in Liberia. That woman don't have no interest in Liberia. She don't.
Yeah.
That you will have interest in Liberia. You get two other women that your husband sleep with every day, and then you will come over there. They don't have interest. They just trying to bring their friends in over here because so they can get visa. And most of your people, Mr. Mr. Kamara. They want to run away from that place. They're not even there. They're not even there. Most of them want to stay here. They're not going back. You know? So I just want to give you this information today. May you thank very much. You can't get tired. You continue to educate the Liberian people.
So you can get tired.
I want to do it. But anyway, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. And the people brought something to my mind. The president, that is a breaking news because that is the news that the Ghanaian people are discussing. The president have impregnated Jackie Appiah. That is a news. That is a news that is not in hiding. That is a news that the Ghanaian people, the Ghanaian media, that they are discussing. That Jackie Appiah is pregnant for your president. And that is not sour discussions. That is a major discussion that was going on. That the girl decided to have show about. The Ghanaian media house decided to have show about your presidents. About your president impregnated Jackie Appiah. Jackie Appiah is currently pregnant. So you come in here. That is the reason why Jackie Appiah came here for her to go to Florida. That she and the president were going to go to Florida for them to go in here. They have to stop into New York. You guys are not aware. But that was just a sour discussion because for me, for us here, when we get it, we'll give it to you guys just how we receive it. That is not breaking news because that happened 2 months ago. So that is not breaking news for me. But Jackie Appiah is currently pregnant for your president who cannot sit down. Anyway,
Let me do my commercial, before we can get another caller coming in.
Yeah, do your commercial, my bro.
All right, folks, Kangoma Multi-Services Consulting. We are helping our community members with all forms of immigration services, especially family-based. If you want to do your U.S. citizenship, you've been in America at least for 5 years, we can help you do that paperwork for you. You want to file for your parents, your children, maybe your wife or husband if you are married. If you came here on the refugee program on I-94, you have not transitioned from I-94 to green card, of course, we can do that for you. We can also do green card replacement if it got lost, if it got mutilated. In addition to that, we are also doing financial services ranging from, children college planning, saving, and talking about mortgage, talking about life and auto insurance and the likes. So if you want to do affidavit for your loved one that want the DV or maybe visa application, you got some issues there. You want to invite somebody to come to the state, you want to do that invitation letter, you want to do the form and all that sort of stuff. So just call us. Our number is 267-648-8012, 267-648-8012, 701-330-4693. 701-330-4693. 10 to 15 minute free phone consultation. Don't worry about it. Call us after the show, hopefully, and we'll pick up from there. Even if you don't want to hire or no problem, we just want to provide you guidance, okay? That is also okay. I'll be back to you.
Folks, for me, I continue to say Liberia is not a country. Liberia is a place. But my friend, my brother Francis, that seems to agree with me that Liberia have turned to a place. Just look at Finabono dress code. Just look at Finabono dress code. Just look.
Maybe,
Just look at the first lady going to the UNGA, going to the UN United Nations headquarters. She playing Kenny Crouch. Playing with Kenny Crouch. What other president, what other war leaders are giving their speeches? A woman is playing Kenny Crouch.
But AB, you know the reason for that? In the first place, she had no business being where she was.
The woman does
she does not really know the importance of being seated over
woman
there.
does not understand nothing. The woman does not understand diplomacy. The woman does not just understand nothing. Is that
Not only that she should understand or not to understand, she's not even supposed to be there. That's the first thing. You know how many people
sometimes
people.
Sometimes you can be to certain places that you are not to be, but you can understand the environments. You can understand the implications of the environment that you are found yourself in. You can understand that, but that woman does not just understand that. She does not. She understands the UN. The woman understands the UN to be a playtop, a children playtop.
Playground, right?
I'm telling you.
But AB, or the woman husband, this is his 5th time. He doesn't even know where he's supposed to say that. So why you talk about the woman?
And
this is just we are 5th time being to that spot.
And the sad thing about it is that that up to present that they don't have the president's speech. That they don't have the president's speech on the e-marshal website to be able to tell us what will be the president mean.
They're hiding everything. They're hiding everything.
They did not tell us. They did not tell us who the president going to be meeting with.
The president will be meeting with the United Nations Secretary General, which is not really significant anyway. And after that, he will be meeting with some folks from ECOWAS. ECOWAS heads of state. That's what I read from the e-marshal. But what do we get out of that anyway? But I do not expect anything, AB. Like I said, right? Every United Nations General Assembly has a specific topic. I got the topic, but I'm not going to call it right now. Let me see how Judge Weir will walk through that topic today. Let me see. I do not expect anything go out of that. And somebody talk about Judge Solo. Is this Solomon Judge? Yes, Solomon Judge said, if you want to know what Judge Weir is doing good, you must go to Nimba and you should go to Lofa. My brother, there is no road to Lofa right now in the first place. There is no road going, the road cut. So you go to Foya, you go to Kulang district there, not even the entire district, but Koba City, because you got your, Sidishan City mayor, they do small thing there so that you can get their votes, that development there. What is in the budget for Lofak Road? What is inside there? What is in the budget for Nimba County? Using Prince Johnson to greater all the roads so the Nimbalians can vote for you. That's not that kind of political cosmetic development we're talking about. We're talking about comprehensive, practical, budgetary, allotted development. That's what we're talking about.
Comfort Wilson, I will not even say pick you. I will not even pick you, Comfort.
I'm brother, we put ourselves in trouble. We really put ourselves in trouble.
I will not even pick you. Do you think that had a protocol officer supposed to dress?
No, not me. That just we are other girlfriend there, just so you know, and everybody knows that.
Anyway,
Finda Bondo didn't even go to Foreign Service Institute.
Keep your call coming out of 105.
To appoint chief of political for executive mansion that presidential stuff. They don't even go to confirmation. Finda Bondo is another girlfriend to George Weah. Finda Bondo and the lady Munapeno fought. And they poisoned the girl.
Yeah.
They poisoned her. So Finda Bondo can dress any kind of way she wants to dress that how George Weah wants it. But you see again, sometimes when our men Yeke Koluba tell people say they meant that. But certain things Yeke Koluba can say that true. Yeke Koluba say Anybody can take you to the job, but what we know will keep you on the job. So the life of Findabondo and the other folks, it is because of their connection to either George Weah, the First Lady, Nathaniel McGay, Jeff Koji, Detour, and those that are in the president immediate circle. That's how they get the job. Alone, these people are not finding anybody to give them money. That is the reasons why that UN office have been open until now they found somebody to give them money. But even if you want to fire somebody, AB, you want to fire somebody, you come into America, to UNGA, then you fire the man that's supposed to receive you, then your foreign minister got restricted visa, you say you got restricted visa, your vice president has restricted visa. Hey God, for God in heavens, they just do it for our country, for the country to benefit.
And where are you? Amy, go ahead.
What I would say about Findabondo dress code is that the people have so good at Liberia.
I'm telling you.
Findabondo thing says they got so good in America.
Maybe please tell your caller to increase his volume.
Before they take here, they check the kids back away. So I mean, it's not funny for our country is very in the sad time. In the sad time, it's terrible. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how we got here, to be honest. It's so shameful, embarrassing. You see our leadership. Look at the kind of people just we have to the United States.
I'm telling you.
Of them. The man got one, he got a wife. Then he got 3 girlfriends escorting him. Now what the man for asleep because he already getting tired at night. It's a sad story for Liberia. I mean, we pray that 2023 our people be one to get rid of the bunch of criminals and cowards. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Nate. But you said something. You said something that really you said something that really can't in my heart. You said that Finabono has governor Liberia. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Thank you. Thank you. Keep your call coming out on 215-824-8124 or 267-938-2801. That is the number to call. Yeah, Francis.
Somebody I know the comedian just for the fun of it say Joe Weah is human being just like God. He can love to anyone he want to love to. That's a good job. That's why we get women all pregnant, including Mama Amadila Cooper. Oh God, redeem our country from the hands of these gangsters. But you know, AB, on a serious note, to our audience, Liberia is not trading well under George Weah. That's a fact. You can disagree with us. It's up to you. But the way we see things going diplomatically and based on Liberia's own foreign policy, we're not going to get any benefits. I saw folks, but sometimes I don't take them serious. Sometimes I really like for somebody to come from Minister of Foreign Affairs. Somebody even that did better than me. You know, went to Foreign Service School, did international relations, they work at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, they got a hands on. But to even get them to speak down because of the situation in the country, it's so difficult. It's very, very difficult. I know people that will bring it that way, pinpoint every single mistake, but then I want to come, my people. I listening to Stanton after my work time. You know, I usually sometimes listen to Spoon Talk and sometimes watch Spoon Talk after the show. That handshake between George Weah and United States ambassador to United Nations, Linda Greenfield, because they were seated right behind them. And she was also U.S. ambassador to Liberia for, good number of years during early time. That's going to change the story about Liberia. That's going to change the story about the issue of the sanction, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you something. Americans, they are very, very strategic. And you see, sometimes people don't understand this body language when two people gave two hands out to, forget that. Forget about that. I don't know why these people don't understand these people were alive. Part of American ambassador job is to make sure that relationship is cemented. It is stronger every single day. Every single opportunity that American ambassador or American official we utilize it just for that purpose, for the interest of America and the interest of the people in that country. There is nothing American government will do just as a result of event. No. You can shake all of their hands over there from the State Department. Even Joe Biden, you can shake Joe Biden's hands. Look, you know what? It is part of everyday life, especially in the foreign policy environment. People shake hands a lot. But that doesn't change anything. That sanction that have been imposed and the one that is pending will not be reversed. America and those officials who are responsible to carry on that decision, they're already done with it. Before you can go to another level where the sanction review committee will do something, you must comply. And that's a process. It will never be the event. You're not going to meet with anybody, even under secretary, even at the level of the European Union, where George Weah live in France, he can go speak to Macron, that is friend. Ain't going to change anything. There is no leader that come to UNGA and as a result of just meeting in that hall, and they're going to have meeting with you, bilateral or multilateral meeting that will eventually benefit your country. No! This is an event that occurs every single year around this time, all the way to the end of October.
Okay.
Everything must be planned and scheduled. If it is not planned and scheduled, you will not talk with them when it comes to that. And nobody say you will not shake hands with folks. You will not chat with folks in a hall. People do that. People make friends. But we're talking about bilateral and multilateral meetings between leaders and among leaders.
Leave it. The team that
you're not going to get that. It's not a swear. But this is what we know. How can you fire your Liberian ambassador to United States prior to your coming? You fire the man and replace him with another person who will not yet confront.
What is
now,
that?
you in office for over 2 years. Nobody there. You appoint somebody who is not yet confront. In addition to that, your foreign minister got restricted visa. They did not even have an advanced team to come and prepare the ground for you to do all these, to carry on all these silent meetings, to do some, little scheduling, to check in, with folks.
We have a caller here.
Then you think you're going to meet Linda Greenfield in a hall and speak to her with your two hands, then life is better? You are dreaming in the day.
Where are you calling from? Judike Guaya. Judike Guaya.
very serious. If people there enjoy it as a surgery would have stopped it. You saw one acting out of power. It was because the young rebel was coming. Started on you that he bought them with everybody for you knew that. So if one of the president got or the president did want us to come in, if the post session was there, it was that kind.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We have another caller. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, yeah, this is Bella from Tick Research on a recorded line.
Yeah. So this is how we will let you stop here at this time. We'll let you stop here and we'll be able to take our closing statement from our friend and brother Francis. Francis, you have the mic.
All right, Abby, and our audience, like I said, like one of our callers said the last time, everybody have the right to like or not to like, to love, not to love. This is not even about loving George Weah, hating George Weah, or not hating George Weah. Clear cut. The last 5 years have been so difficult and challenging moment for Liberia and Liberians at all levels. Our government is in disarray. Incompetent or incompetency has been marketed and continue to be marketed both in Liberia and outside Liberia by our government officials. And this is concerning. It doesn't concern you as a Liberian, it is on you. This is not the way it's supposed to play out all over the world. This is not the way. We cannot have one group of people on the job for almost 5 years and they still have no experience. And they have brought down our presidency to the least for the last 5 years. They are not discussing anything that can benefit the country and benefit the people of Liberia, both in Liberia and outside of Liberia. The president is not appointing competent, qualified, and dignified Liberians to steer the affair of our country. One this because he has the constitutional right to appoint and to dismiss. Not on the basis of the interests of our country, but on the basis of his own interest and his small circle. Liberian people, the way we can solve this problem, the way we can solve it is to go to the pool in our majority that wonderful Tuesday, October 10, 2023, and vote George Weah out, including his incompetent government officials. That's the way we can solve it. That's going to be another opportunity to change our story. And don't say that it's in 6 and 7. If you don't show up to vote, come that wonderful Tuesday, October 10, 2023, and vote George Weah and his gangsters out, you will live in abject poverty. You will live in abject poverty. And not only that you will live in abject poverty, your children and their own children and unborn generation will live in abject poverty in Liberia. The good news is we are already here and we're going to be here. If you will come and join us, fine. Maybe your God can do that for you. But all of us matter. When we surrender our political rights to a group of people to study affairs of our country, we didn't do wrong. We did it with good intention. But if they're giving back to us by intention, then we have the legitimate responsibility to question their capability, their actions in our public space. And that is what we are doing, You can think about whatever you want to think about. You can say whatever you want to say. But one thing we know for sure, Liberians matter a lot. And this group of indigenous vampires must go. And the way we do that, we gather in our majority come 2023, October 10th, that one up for Tuesday, and vote George Weah out and usher in new group of leaders. Hopefully, that will do better. If they don't do better, we will continue to do what we are doing. The philosopher said Rome was not built one day. All we want is steady progress. Steady progress. We don't want folks that have stayed on the job for 5 years and they cannot still showcase experience, evident by what we see all displayed all over the place. You cannot have a chief of protocol or executive marshal have a K-bear in front of her chest on an official trip to the UNG8, even in the hall. Enough is enough. We want to say thank you plenty for joining us this morning, for leaving your busy schedule, your busy and valuable time to listen to us. And folks that will come later, give up your eerie ears. Take the representative say take the non, right? Out and use it saying, okay. If that is the case, do just that. We want to say thank you and have a blessed Thursday. Tomorrow we'll be here to give you the analysis of the speech that we don't know about. But the good news is United Nations UNGA usually have a topic every year. That topic is here. We'll come on the basis of that topic. We'll compare it with what President Weah, man with baby brain will give us. I will make the analysis and we'll call it a day. Without much ado, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to my host. It'll be back to you.
Thank you. Thank you. So that's how we'd like to come to the very end of the That's how we'd like to come to the very end of the Magnificent Abraka Talk Show. Be here with us tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Liberian time, 12 p.m. Liberian time, 7 a.m. Central Time, and 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Be with us tomorrow. God's willing, we'll be back. Bye-bye for now.